Have you ever wondered if you could take your YouTube channel and, turn it from just a hobby into a real, legit business? Well, today, we're going to break down a proven roadmap to do exactly that. Let's get right into it.
Seriously, I want you to think about this for a second. Could you do it? Because this isn't some crazy hypothetical. For the creators who follow a clear, focused strategy, this is actually happening right now. The path is there, and honestly, the results can be absolutely life-changing.
And this number you're looking at? That's not lifetime earnings. That's what one brand new creator pulled in from sales in just 2 weekends. That's the kind of power we're talking about when you start thinking like a business owner instead of just a content creator.
So, how do you get there? It's a 5-stage journey. First, we'll build that unshakable foundation. Then, we'll tackle the search versus browse strategy. After that, it's all about building your financial fortress, mastering high-ticket sales, and finally, putting your growth into overdrive.
Okay, before we even whisper the words titles or thumbnails, everything, and I mean everything, starts right here. It's about your mindset. You can have the best strategy in the world, but without the right internal framework to execute it, it's useless. This is the bedrock for your entire business.
The very first shift you have to make is to just let go of perfectionism. Seriously, the absolute fastest way to learn and get better on YouTube is by doing. Posting consistently, even when your videos aren't perfect, forces you to adapt and improve way faster than any course ever could. Don't wait, just create.
Every single creator feels this, that knot in your stomach when you're about to raise your prices or hop on your first sales call. But here's the secret. That feeling isn't a warning to stop. It's actually a signpost telling you you're right on the edge of your next big breakthrough. You have to lean into it.
Now, this is the mentality that really separates the hobbyist from the pros. When you decide that YouTube is your plan A and there is no plan B, you completely remove the safety net. That commitment, that all-in attitude, forces you to find solutions and to make it work simply because there's no other option.
You know, in a world where everything feels overly produced, just being real is your superpower. People connect with a human being, not some perfect, polished brand. Sharing your actual journey, the struggles and the wins, builds a kind of trust and community that a fake persona just never, ever can.
All right, once that mindset is locked in, we can get into strategy. And this next part, it's probably one of the most misunderstood things on all of YouTube. Getting the difference between search and browse traffic is the key to unlocking not just consistent growth, but exponential growth. Look at how different these are. On the one hand, you've got search. That's when someone is actively typing a question into YouTube looking for an answer. Your title and thumbnail need to scream, "The answer is right here." But on the other hand, with browse, someone's just scrolling. Your only job is to jolt them out of that scroll with pure curiosity and emotion. A striking image, a mysterious title. And this right here is the golden rule. You have to follow this. Don't you dare try to make a how-to video with some vague emotional title. It just sends mixed signals to everyone. The viewer, the algorithm, everybody gets confused. A search video needs a search package. A browse video needs a browse package. Pick one lane for each video and go all in. Okay, with your content engine humming along, it's time to build that financial fortress. And let me tell you, the single biggest mistake new creators make is just sitting around waiting for AdSense to kick in. The real goal is to build multiple diverse streams of income from day one.
You know, huge financial success doesn't start with a vague goal like, I want to be a millionaire. It starts with something real, something tangible. For one creator, the goal was simple, make $4,000 a month. That's what they needed to cover their half of the bills. That practical, specific target gave them the focus to build something real.
So look, ad revenue is a nice start, but it's totally unpredictable. Real financial security comes from diversifying. Think of it like this. Affiliate marketing can turn your old videos into these little passive income machines. Digital products let you create something once and then sell it forever. And high-ticket coaching, that's where you can truly, massively scale your income. And that brings us to the real fast track for making money, high-ticket sales. It isn't about being some pushy, slick salesperson. Not at all. It's about delivering massive value to a smaller group of super committed people. And it's how you can generate serious income fast. This whole process is built on connection, not pressure. First, you use an application form to find the people who are genuinely serious. Then, and this is a total game changer, you send them a personal video to build that trust before you even talk. So the call itself becomes a real conversation, a consultation, not a sales pitch. And finally, offering payment plans just makes it easier for the right people to say yes.
So, does this stuff actually work? Well, the average conversion rate for warm leads is around 30%. With this trust-based method, hitting 50% is totally achievable. In fact, one creator using this exact process hit a 57% conversion rate on their calls. That's what happens when you build a genuine connection.
Okay, you've got the mindset, the content strategy, and the sales process down. This last part is all about speed. It's about how to accelerate your growth and dodge all those common mistakes that slow everybody else down. The key here is leverage. First, get a mentor. Seriously, investing in a coach who's already where you want to be is the single greatest shortcut you can take. Second, you have to ignore all the distractions. Pick one strategy from one mentor and just follow it. No deviations. And third, build a home for your tribe, a dedicated community space where you can deepen those connections way beyond what a YouTube comment section can do.
And that really brings us to the core message of this entire thing. You're not just a content creator. You are an entrepreneur. Thinking like a business owner from the very beginning, with a plan for monetization, for sales, for community, that's what separates a channel that makes a little bit of ad money from one that builds a six-figure enterprise.
Look, this isn't just a bunch of theory, it's a blueprint. Every single step we just walked through is something you can do. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it? If you start today, where could you really be in 6 months?